definitely want to have this. Yeah, man. Quarantining. How have you approached it thus far?
Let me tell you, if I can tell you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so it's been. I mean, I've been chilling for real.
Yeah.
I've been in the house since, for the most part, I've been in the house since March 12th, maybe
Hmm.
March 12th. The wild part is we were supposed to leave to go to New York on March 12th, and that got canceled on March 11th because my daughter runs track.
I thought so. I thought
Yeah,
it
we
was
wanted
against track.
New Balance Nationals, um, but parents got together from the school.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. So we canceled on Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
Then Thursday morning, uh, they actually canceled the event. So it was good that we didn't start heading up there.
Right. Right. What events do your daughter, run? What track is?
Well,
What?
indoor she does 55,
Hmm.
uh, 4x2, 4x4, 300.
Oh,
And let's see, she won the regionals the last 2 years in the 55.
really?
And she was sixth in the state. And they were fourth. They were second in the 4x2 in the state and second in the 4x4 in the state.
Ah.
Yeah,
Where'd
man.
you get that from? Where that speed stuff come from?
I mean, the athleticism, I can take part in the athleticism. Speed part is from her mama.
Really?
Yeah, she ran in high school,
Okay.
I think they had one of those records for until a couple of years ago, actually. So
Wow.
yeah,
So it's in there. It's just in there.
it's in there somewhere. But she's a hard worker. My daughter's a hard worker, so
That's dope.
she out here getting it, training, and do it all without any push. That's what she want to do. So
Right. Man, let me say, I am so happy. I try not to curse around you because you make me straight and narrow.
why, bro? I curse it over. Feel free, do what you do.
I know I'm fucking with you. But I am so happy to see you do your thing, man. Like, we've talked so many times prior to all of this, and
Yeah.
your production has just elevated. It's dope.
you know, thank you, first of all. I'm glad it has, because you know how sometimes people say, even you may say, even I,
Mhm.
may say, if I just had more time, I would do this. And then you get more time and you say like, nothing.
Yep.
So trying to be like, I got time right now, so I got to be like, try to get that.
Well, you doing it. You're doing it.
Plus people aren't moving.
Right. You're doing it, man. I
I
applaud it.
appreciate it.
Ooh, I applaud it. Because it's like all of you guys are needed. All of us are needed. I'll include myself in there. But the creativity that I'm seeing from everyone has been refreshing. Shout out to
Yeah.
you, and all of you in the back and in the front and in the middle. Yo.
That's it. Paper thin, word up.
Right. So man, it's I'm just happy. I'm happy to see my people really being creative and productive.
Hey, bro, you doing the same thing. So yeah, don't even act like you ain't in the mix with it too, because
Yeah, my fingers have been busy lately. I was telling my wife, I said, oh, now I'm getting bored. I said, I've been on Facebook hard. I said, I usually don't do that, but it's been fun. It's been refreshing. I got to get my thoughts out too.
Indeed, bro. I mean, other than the obvious, which is death, despair, people not working, sickness, all that type stuff. Like, obviously, that's what it is.
Right.
Other than that, my only issue is what is going on with this? I feel like Wolfman Jack.
Man, I told my wife I look like the backup dancer to Teddy Riley's backup dancer, yo.
Oh, from the other night,
Yeah.
from Saturday. Yeah.
How about the verses, man? What you think of them?
I love him. I love him. even Teddy Riley, even though, all right, I'm just go ahead and put it out there.
Right.
I mean, I say I expected Primo to win the RZA Primo joint, but
Yeah.
RZA got him when it comes to those songs that they played, the 20 songs.
Right.
I think RZA got him. I think RZA got him.
Right.
That was great. And that was handled well on both sides. They were both, the sound was quality, the back and forth. They were complimenting each other. Not that they have to, but they were complimenting each other just out of respect for each other. Right. And they were talking between songs. The timing was like perfect. So we get to, we know it's free. Like we not complaining, but we get to the Teddy Riley and Babyface joint. And Saturday night, first thing I thought was, why are there 3 people on the screen right now? Wait a second. Why is Teddy Riley talking? Wait, why is Teddy touching this dude's shoulder? Why is he leaning over with his hand on this dude? Why is there another person coming in the camera? Where are all these people coming from? Why does Teddy have all these people in the room?
Yes.
Second, why does Teddy have a microphone beside him and a microphone in front of him? I get the keyboard. He was about to play, do his thing, blah, blah, blah. But we're doing a live concert, like overdoing it, being extra, and the definition of doing too much. That's
doing too much. All Virginia Beach stuff. All time with
we got to take the L for that.
I know. Virginia had, you know what? I was like, that is Virginia to the most. We are going to get in. We gonna do it. We gonna do it. I claim that. I know that's part of us. Yes.
It was extra.
And Face, everybody finally got to see the cool and Babyface that I've known.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know he was that funny though.
Dog, he was hitting him like, pow. Who hit him? I don't know who hit him. Pow,
yeah, the Pootie Tang jump, like the belt come out of nowhere.
Bro, yes. It was slight. The first, like Saturday night, it was slight because they hit him with the I'm over here by myself,
right.
Social distancing. I was like, did anybody get that? Anybody catch that joint? But Monday, he was killing them. He was killing the whole joint. Oh man, that dude was 62, bro. 62.
You know what? I was telling my wife, I was like, just looking in the background, because I already, I did a podcast saying one of my favorite, you gave me some smoke, or not smoke, but shit about it. It was pretty much we said To the Lover was one of my favorite albums growing up as a youth. And I know, but we just jab each other. But a lot of people saw what I saw back in the day with him. But the funny side, it just added a whole new part of my affection there for that guy, man. Because I was like, he is truly a guy that knows how to use the moment. He knew how to use the moment. And I'm sitting up there laughing because I was like, yo, Face is job funny. They call him Shady Face.
I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah, they call him Shady Face now. So that's, man, that dude, yeah, man, I love it. It's bringing so many people to entertainment. And like you said, so many people I've seen on Facebook say, I guess I got to get Instagram. I was like, yeah, you should. Yeah, I said, yeah, you should. Because it's time.
You might want.
You may want to, because I don't know how many more they're gonna do.
Right.
But it's been great. And then I love the DJ, the D Nice sets. I love Questlove. Questlove been really giving me some gems lately.
And I should probably have known that you would love the Questlove joints. I can't say that I love Questlove in general.
Right.
I can't say that I've got into the sets. I've listened to a couple a little bit, but he goes so far that it's, I'm out of my lane. I'm out of my zone. But you might be right in, like, yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And go deep like that.
Yeah, he's definitely brought my brother. He worked at the record store in Cloverleaf back in the day, right? So my brother was always giving up them. Yeah, giving up.
Peaches across the street.
Right.
The record store. Dang. Okay. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. So you get those gems from him, and he's younger than me. So
okay,
it started. He would listen to what I listened to and everything like that. But as he got,
Right.
as he worked in that record store, and his taste got, he surpassed me with it. So now, I draw from him all the time. And then,
Respect.
yeah, and then Questlove, man. Oh man, so the catalogs are crazy. So crazy. But yeah, I've loved what D Nice did. Like, man, when D Nice actually did the after party of Saturday with Face and the first time,
He
it was
saved the
great.
day.
He saved it.
You know what? And I didn't think that. I mean, I knew people would come back on Monday, even though nobody knew it was going to be Monday. I mean, I didn't know until late Sunday or early Monday that
Yeah,
it
they
was
said it late. Yeah, they did.
that it was going to be Monday. I was like, oh shoot! I was like, is everybody going? I mean, not thinking. Obviously, everybody's still at home. Ain't nothing changed since Saturday. It's
Right, right.
Saturday night for real, for real. So the people were going to be around, but I was like, I hope they get back to where they were, which was 3 songs, and even before that, they were in the threes.
Right.
It was like knocking on 5. I was like, you telling me it's 500,000 people in it right now watching this joint? And that's just the people at one time. That's not counting the people that came in, went out. Other people came in, went out. I'm like, bro, they did.
That's a good point. It was a lot of people that came in and went out. You're right.
Yeah. So it's just people replacing other people. But if all the people were at the same time, it would have had to been 2-3 million like that jumped in at some point and was rocking.
Right. I tell you what, you can add in probably 10 more thousand with Quest. Questlove was playing it as it was messing up. So when people couldn't get on his, he had it running. And then Little Duval had it running. He had a whole lot of people. So yeah, they definitely were over 1 million. That's why Facebook, that's why Instagram crashed.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, hey, you know what the ill thing is? Roland Martin, the next day, I think it was Tuesday.
He was hilarious as well, I might add. If you read his comments when it was going on.
During? And to me, during the joint, the best part is reading everybody's comments.
Yeah.
Especially somebody like somebody tagged me during the Primo RZA joint.
Mm-hmm.
Said when they played MOP, I said somebody was about to get robbed. But above me, who was it?
I saw that. Somebody
Griselda.
Yeah.
Dude said something, and below me it was somebody else. It was two hip hop people. I can't remember who it was.
I couldn't either.
I was like, oh, and it was funny because it was all, the comments were related, and it's just like, we're all having the same vibe, same feeling off of this music.
Yes. So shout out to everybody, man, with that creativity, man. God, I've been loving it. It's been helping a lot. It's been influencing people too. It's been influencing me to really get back into it. I'm just happy, man. During this quarantine, I've definitely really had my part in, the panic at one point, and then, just really selling myself down and taking it in. And when I took it in, that was it. I was like, okay, all right, I got a plan, but I also understand that the plan can change.
Yeah. So you stressed? Are you stressed now? Like,
no.
But you were.
I was, because I didn't know what was going on. Like, what is this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you hear what it is, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just, here's a disease that can wreck shop in some, barely show a sign in others, doesn't really mess with kids a lot, the elderly, it can go through. And then if you have a condition that you're not aware of, meaning if you don't go to the doctor, you're going to find out with this, So you hear all these things about it. You should be a little like, okay, what is up? And Mike, you saw it just like I did. The news, the memes, everything following it from China made it seem like it's going to be over there. It's just going to do what it's going to do over there, and we be all right. But then when you start seeing it in the United States, and then you start seeing the games, that's the first thing that really made me, that's when I started being like, yo, what is going on? They are shutting down everything, sports wise.
I was just listening to All the Smoke earlier this morning with Draymond, and they were talking about how Matt Barnes was saying how he was like he flew to New York before the games were canceled, and he wasn't worried. Then the games got canceled. He had to fly back to Cali, and he was like shook on the way back. So a lot of people at that point they got shook. But you know, the one thing I'll just throw this in. The one thing that bothers me, I can't even say it bothers me. It's just something I noticed. We
Uh,
act like we didn't take it serious until the NBA shut down because we love sports so much and we just love basketball and we like all that. But that wasn't even it. To me, we saw the NBA, this giant franchise, shutting down.
yeah,
We're like, oh, it's real.
it's
Like,
real.
it's always, you know what? If I had a nickname for myself that I would never tell anybody, it would be once. Because I think it's always something small. Like we can agree on something, but if we don't agree on it for the same reasons, and I don't really like the reasons that you think it's a thing,
Yeah,
then we have a difference.
right.
So I like to like kind of get into that type stuff. I know it's kind of weird though.
No, it's not. It's not. It's normal actually. If you want to consider it normal, just a lot of people lie about it. That's all.
Maybe that's what it is. They be like, yeah, oh yeah, it don't matter. We on the same side. Might be. Oh, by the way,
What's up?
we got away from. I know you get into a more serious thing.
No. We can go back. You know, man. But
We got away from the hip hop, the battles.
yes.
I got to say, I was very entertained by the Spike Punch song battle.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah, that was that. You got to give props. Sean brought that up. I guess that night, and so he and Rock and everybody, you know, say let's do it. And so at first I ain't go front. At first I was like, okay, yeah, all right. But once I really started, you know, thinking on it, and then when we started doing it, I said, oh yeah, this is fun. Plus, it gave viewers a chance to experience me in a different way. Because usually, you know, I just moderate and do my thing, which I don't mind. I love those guys and I love what I do on the show.
Right.
But I was like, now I can kind of give people a little taste of my DNA a little bit, if you want to say, you know what I'm saying? So that's why. And I told him, you know, we supposed to do it one more time. So I told him, hey, man, to me, it's not a battle. It's just sharing music and the vibe that I get from whoever I follow or how it flows. I love it. And I said, yeah, I like this. Because we've done that before. I've done that before. It's called Playlist Party. Real cool. And it's real cool. We had fun with it.
I mentioned it to Prime from Sports Ball Podcast, SBP.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I mentioned it to him. I was like, yo, they beat me to my idea. I hadn't even told him about it yet. And the whole idea wasn't even really the idea. I mean, it was because I wanted to talk about, I was like, one of us should get Pharrell, one of us get Kanye, and pick songs and go through them. Something. That's, right? I was like, yo, that was dope. So I don't even know if we're going to do it, but I appreciated y'all's joint. That was fun, and
yeah,
it was good to hear everybody's different
man,
songs.
I would say do it
joints.
I'm telling you, yes, do it, because to be honest, man, like I said, it's not really an original idea, and I ain't trying to throw no shade. It's just not, but it is a entertaining thing because, like I said, it gives people a chance to see something about a person that they didn't know.
True. That's true.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, like when we were discussing it, I told them that. I said, yeah, this is a playlist party. Now, of course, you know, they want to do the battle, which is cool too, because I think that's fun. Now, having Ramon was cool. Now, that part was a surprise to all of us because we didn't know that he was going to be on.
Look, I have never seen DJ Ramon before in my life. until yesterday on the
Okay.
show. I could have sworn he was going to be light skinned today, but I should have known Northside HP. They don't really let light skinned people come around too often. So,
Hilarious.
but yeah, it was.
That's real. That's real. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Cause I had met him I met Ramon myself the first time when I forget who the guest was at the time. But they had came in and just chilled, hung out. And so, we were all introducing ourselves, and they was like, yeah, this Steve, blah, blah, blah. He said, hey, what's up, Steve? I'm Ramon. I said, oh, shoot, Ramon. I said, what's up, man? I was, blah, blah, blah. So it was funny. And then, like you said, then Rock and his surprises. Rock been surprising us with these guests. Like, we have no clue. Now, I don't have no clue. But he'll pop them in. So that was actually fun. So it even added more to it. So, I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, it was a great thing, man. And I'm looking forward to this next one. And that, it's cool. And I just love music, man. Everybody loves music at some point,
Yeah, music is keeping people sane.
I know, man. I know.
Music and it's good content.
All right. Now, you were talking. Me and you were talking to me, rather.
Oh Lord.
All right, so I put a confession on, and then after this, we got to talk a little sports too. But I made a confession on Facebook, right? I love these little posts, and the post was like, confess something that will make you lose your black card. And mine was,
Hold on, bro. Say that again. Say it again.
Confess something that may let you, that may, make you lose your black card, your credentials.
Your black card. Okay, go on.
And I think I went into the depths of purgatory and came back because I knew this one was going to not go well with some people. And Black Panther was all right.
Blasphemy, disrespect. How could you ever? We can't even get nothing. We can't even get nothing.
When I saw you, you were the first person to respond, and I knew it. I was like, it's either gonna be Mike or my homegirl, one of my homegirls. I knew it was one between you two. It was you first, and I was like, oh, we got a topic now. Mike,
I ain't trying to. You ain't got to say it's remember the Titans or nothing. Ain't nobody trying. Goodwill Hunting or whatever. But God, wait, come on, bro.
All right.
The storyline was beautiful.
It was.
The people, the actual actors that were in it, it wasn't like there was a million people you had no clue who it was.
True.
The actual visual of Wakanda and just the fact that it was an advanced civilization that was all black. Just come on.
I know. Okay. All right.
What was how was it? How was it just okay? What made it top shelf?
All right. When I tell people something is all right, I notice I get the same response. When they love something, I got the same response from my brother-in-law when I say Belly was just didn't do it for me. I'm going to say it like this. Black Panther, as far as the whole Marvel universe goes, everything you said is true. The storyline was Black Panther. You read the comics. If people are familiar with the comics and stuff, you can't do everything in depth, but you do know it followed great guidelines. Yes, the civilization, the whole thing was dope. The concept, and it looked like us. However, it was just something that it left. I don't even know. I have just not. I tell you what it was. It was all the dashikis and Congo drums that were there the first week. It got a little annoying. I couldn't just watch a movie.
What? You know what? Did you like Obama as a president? Are you one of them?
I love Barack.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you ain't one of them. He ain't doing enough for black people. Black people.
Look, man. Look, man, look. No, man. No, seriously, man. The hype, that's the problem. I guess I should have seen it when it first came out. Because when people hype a movie up so much, and then when you go to expect that to live up to what your hype, see, that's when you realize your hype and my hype no equal. Not saying mine's better, it's just that it's different. And it didn't live up to it. That's what it is. Like, it's a good movie. I would definitely tell people to see it. I wouldn't, if somebody say, how do you think Black Panther is? And they never seen it, I say, yeah, watch it. It's because the visuals are dope. Okay. The everything you said about it is good. The visuals was superb though. Like that is, I can't even knock that. But I got tired of superhero movies, man. Ultimately, that's what happened, Mike. By the time, if Black Panther would have been like one of the first 5 release movies, oh yeah. But it ended in it was on the end part, and by that time I got tapped out. In game, people gonna really go off on me. In game, I had to watch it at least 2 more times to really say, okay, this is, I get it, I get it. But I got worn out with superhero movies, man. I just got worn out, and that's just, it's on me. It's on me, people. Don't 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 throw me away. Don't throw me away.
Okay, hey, man, it's whatever, man.
He said,
All right.
you like Obama? I
You
love
sound
Obama.
you sound like a person that would say, yeah, Obama, or what he do for black people.
Look, man,
He's the first one again. Black Panther, Obama. It's the first one. And you're getting perfection.
Okay.
And you're looking for something to find that is not great. And even though it was great,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. No.
I like riling people up too, Mike. You should know that by now. I like riling people up too.
Hey, I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all.
No, it was, like I said, it was all right. Now, when I say that though, like especially when it comes to movies, I don't know what I guess I really need to think about what am I comparing it to, because I am comparing it to something. I can't say it's just I'm doing it standalone-ish. I can't say that.
But you like superhero movies in general. You like that type stuff.
True. But I
So
think
are you looking at it? Are you looking at it as a movie, or are you looking at it as part of this world and it didn't match up or something like that? Because no superhero movie, like I don't read comic books, none of that. So I don't have anything to compare it to. I'm looking at it as Black Panther's movie. Bam.
I am looking at it like that too. I'm not looking at it as just a movie. So thank you. You're kind of clearing it up for me, because as far as Marvel and as far as it seems like when they threw it in there, they threw it in there for money value, which is always in there. But I was like, yo, you could have told this so much earlier, because he's a large part of all this. Like Black Panther did not. Now they gave him the cameo in one joint, which was good. I will say that. But his universe is big, and he's fought some major characters in the comic universe. So.
Here's my question for you.
Yeah.
If it's early on, does it take away from the whole Marvel world?
Nah.
No, because white people aren't necessarily coming to see that joint off the rip unless they are already into it. So they kind of build that thing up. Let me throw this black joint in there, and
that's true.
So they're gonna go see this too. And then you got the black people that's going because it's black people. So it seems like it was placed at the right time. But I mean,
it was placed at the right time. When you put it in that perspective, yes, and that's why I don't run any major movie because you're right. When you put it at that time, yes, that's a great, excellent point.
Can you imagine if something like this led with a black something, like a series like this led with the blackest version of whatever it is?
You know what, Mike? You just
change the whole perspective.
You just described Blade.
Blade made a trilogy though. I ain't saying it went well.
That's what I'm saying. Blade was part of the whole universe too. So you explained, you did. Thank you, Mike.
Okay,
you, Mike.
Okay.
I'm gonna ease up on Black Panther. You did it. You did it. You did it. See, that's why conversations are great. And you got to talk to people who can really bring a good conversation.
It's my move from you ever watch Little Rascals?
Yes.
Hey,
I do it all the time. What you think about the draft, man?
Man, so I don't know what to say. I don't know. Matter that we're recording this at a certain time because
I mean, the first round so far. First
round.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, first round.
Well, I was just glad to see Richmond represented Mekhi Becton.
Yes.
Got drafted by the Jets, I think it was number 11. So that was great to see.
Yes.
It's gone pretty well. Other than the Cowboys getting CeeDee Lamb, man, I want to CeeDee Lamb. And I thought we was gonna get him, but we ended up the Eagles.
Yeah, we're hurt.
Rieger, who I don't know anything about at all.
Okay.
So I don't have an argument. I left it alone. You know, people like, oh, it's great or it's terrible. I don't know the kid, so I can't say much about him. But I trust the front office made the right move for the Eagles, so I can't fight it. Other than that, it's been enjoyable. Plus, they're doing a good job with the whole being everybody being quarantined and
that's really the part. Yeah, that's really the part.
Fans in the background. I think it's been dope, actually, the way they set it up.
Yeah. That's really the part that I've been loving, because I loved some of the responses from moms across the world who trying to get that, that girl out the way.
Yo. Okay. Can we talk about her?
Yes.
All right. Here's my thing. So it's three people talking about the mom with Isaiah Wilson.
Yes.
So the girlfriend, all right, so he's sitting there crying, boom. Girlfriend comes over, sits on his lap basically, and hugs him. Cool. I'm good with that, personally. She looked up at the camera or looked up at the TV. Mm-hmm. Then she turned back and she just sat there. So that's where the problem starts. Like, I didn't think she did anything terrible, but that's when the problem starts, because they had to know up front, all right, so when he gets picked, the camera's going to be on him. We want it to be a single shot of him, and, y'all can be around him, but we have to have a single shot of him because he's the reason that this is happening. Right. You sit on the man's lap. Like, what are you doing? Get out the way. That's how I don't think the mom necessarily didn't like the girl. Right. But black women are going straight to, she probably didn't like that girl. No way. Damn, let me yank her. No, I mean, I'm like, yo, she know what's happening. This is my son moment. You in the way, get up.
Get up. Man, when she got her up on her arm like that, I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Bruh. Oh, that was funny though. That was funny. But that one was, it was what it was. I think the other one was taken out of context. Yeah. The Lamb and Trey Young's ex-girlfriend. Did you know it's Trey Young's ex-girlfriend? Yeah.
No, I did not.
Yeah. It's Trey. He actually commented on it later, but
wow.
So, I think, she said that his agent was FaceTiming him. So if he's FaceTiming him on this phone, he's got the Cowboys on this phone, or waiting for the Cowboys, whatever he's doing here. Right. So he's focused here. This phone's here.
Right.
I don't necessarily think she did anything wrong, but we as people, men, women, we want to see the absolute worst in a moment and get into whatever we want it to be. As if it was our life, this is what would be happening.
Right.
So we're like, oh, she is grabbing his phone because she's trying to check. Was she really trying to check his phone? Like, let me see who. Literally everybody has been texting him. So even if you were looking for something, this would be the worst time to do it. I don't think she's an idiot. I mean, I think it just looked terrible.
Yeah.
It looked terrible. Then he kind of, again, his focus here. He's like, what are you doing? Yes. And the worst part was when she looked back to turn around, I felt so bad for her because I was like, dang, she feels like awkward and embarrassed. And yes, we all saw it.
She has followers. Like a friend of mine, which is crazy to say, but yes, I have a friend of mine that's following her now. And I was like, why are you following her? She said, because she was giving a point, and I just got to do it. So I was like, I am in a whole new world. So when she looked back, yes, she was looking back because she knew her followers was gonna peep that. So she had to give out why it happened and all this stuff. So I agree with you though. It was innocent. However, the living your life on this social media, man, it will make you act your behavior, act a certain way. And she knew it. She was like, he got me.
Got me.
Yeah, I think he had too much going on, and that's just a
Right.
and to be honest, that probably was a natural instinct of his already. They probably have had something about that, or he may have had that issue with another female, and that was just a natural thing. No big deal. But I did not know she was Trae Young's ex-girlfriend. Did not know that.
Yep.
Boy, they really know how to stay in the circle, don't they?
See, hold on. Wait. See. Whole nother lane.
Look, Emmitt Smith married Martin Lawrence's ex-wife.
Bruh, now, okay. That one, and when it happened, I was that guy. I was like, yo, she a dog. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but however,
I'm not
if I
young lady, I'm sorry.
From a different perspective, I'm like, okay, so if this was high school,
right,
the best player dates the popular girl cheerleader, whatever.
right.
Best player's gone. Girl's still there.
Right.
Dating the popular cheerleader. I mean,
yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it was her trying to chase the bag. I just think it's what it is. I think
it's just me. It's just me being an Aries and jumping to conclusions.
No, everybody says that though. Like it's not like you said something crazy.
Look, I forget Trae Young. I forget Trae Young could be my kid. I forget that.
Absolutely.
So when you said that, I started by saying, "Oh yeah, you're right."
He was only in college 1 year, so
yeah, exactly. And he probably, they got a prom picture in somebody's house together, and then she just had a prom picture with it. I forget these things. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. I need people to keep me in check too now. I didn't think about that. Like I'm thinking like, oh, she dated Trae Young, like they done had all this life together and stuff. No, they just had prom together a couple of years ago.
literally 1 year together.
Right.
At Oklahoma. I guess.
Right.
So
you think basketball coming back?
I don't think anything's coming back.
I agree.
I don't even know why we're getting hyped for the draft for real. I'm like, ain't nobody playing no football no time soon.
I told my wife, excuse me, I said, I am not about to watch the draft. And she said, why? I said, because I hardly ever watch the draft. I said, and I understand people want to watch it because it's something. I said, I'm one of those people because I can't wait to see the rest of the Bulls documentary. I'm not, which, I want to speak a little bit on. But
you want me to send that to you?
I got, no,
okay.
Ain't that crazy, man? Ain't that crazy?
People terrible. People terrible.
People terrible. Yeah, but the draft, I was like, man, people getting so hyped with the draft. But my hype was about Makai. I know him and I know his family. I'm not close, but I definitely know him and his fam. And I was happy, definitely happy. That was good. And I've been happy before, Cleveland before, last year with the Oakland and the other young brothers from the area. I'm sorry, I don't know all the names, but it is a good thing to see. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But just so far that I've seen Cleveland, you got Taylor from Hopewell to play for Tennessee.
That's right.
And you got Kayvon Wallace, who also is from Highland Springs.
That's right.
Bruh, how does Highland Springs have 4 kids who were drafted in the NFL in the past 2 years? That's not normal.
I know. I gotta give the sports bar some props. Because you guys were taking pictures of people coming in to schools recruiting and stuff like. I said, who are these reporters? Who do you got on your staff, Mike? I was like, guys are actually reporting. I said, this is dope. Shout out to the members, yo.
Yeah, they be wilding. I don't know where they get this stuff from, for real. I was doing the same thing. I was like, oh, You got somebody like in the building? What is going on? Okay,
What is going on? Yeah, what is going on? And I'm sitting up here like, how does that even happen? But shout out to all the members.
yeah,
That's dope.
SVP baby.
Yeah, shout out to you guys, man. So what's next, yo? What's next? Who you got? You got any guests coming up later on the show, man? Give a little shout out, man. Give a little shout out.
Okay, small shout. Source and Company is the name of the show podcast. It's video. Basically, it's me and whoever, whatever I want to bring to the people at the time. So far, let's see. I had DJ Lonnie B.
Yes.
I had a couple of teachers. Well, I had a teacher, a guidance counselor, and a principal from the area, and I talked to them about the COVID-19 and how it was affecting school and how they were being affected personally and the kids and all that type of stuff. You know, I just spoke with an actor who I guarantee nobody knows is from Richmond, and they won't recognize him because it's not like he's a big name or anything. But I mean, he's been on Blue Bloods and Criminal Minds and a bunch of different things. But you would just not know he's from Richmond unless somebody said it. So I'm like, let me bring him on to the people,
Yeah.
So I feel like people feel pride in their area. Like we talked about the draft, 804. We always represent whatever.
That's right.
So I feel like people would be, I don't know, feel proud, I guess, that somebody from the city, from the area, is on CBS, every couple of weeks, or was on Bold and Beautiful, or whatever the case may be. I like that stuff. Like when somebody say, "Oh, that person's from Richmond," I'd be like, "What?"
Right. That is, yeah. Wow.
Upcoming. So I have him. I won't say who it is, but you'll see.
Okay.
And then got one of the homies from ATL, attorney from down there, and got a couple things in the bag. Yeah. There's a couple things going on. So at Smitty Source, Instagram at Smitty Source, Twitter, the YouTube channel is Source and Company.
Right.
Sports Ball Podcast on Facebook.
Yes.
Bam.
Yes. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I don't know if you've been seeing lately, but I've been doing something different. Which I've been doing a thing called I'm Not a DJ. Pretty much play like sets of songs and speak on it, talk about it a little bit, and do dedications. I did one with my for my father. It's for blues. I played a set of blues and just spoke about some of the songs that and what they meant to me and how my father influenced a lot of that. And so I'm doing another one soon with dedicating it to my grandmother, where I'll be playing some big band, jazz, a little bit of mix of that in there. But it's I'm loving it. The music is really helping me, and I'm loving sharing what I like. So when you gave a shout out earlier about Spike Punch in the playlist, I was like, thanks, because everybody was so good and it was so fun. But I was like, I wanted to play things finally that I just wanted a chance to expose some of the stuff I love playing, and I'm going to do a lot more with this show or podcast or whatever it's called. I don't know what the hell it is.
Hey, the theme for me, the theme of Source and Company is everybody has a story, and some people don't want you to know them. Some people want you to know them a little more.
Yes.
And from a distance, that's even better. I mean, that's how I am. I mean, I don't want to be all up in everybody's face, but I like for people to know me for what it is, a little deeper.
Right.
So the music thing is definitely that, and it touches on that. So I appreciate it. I think it's dope. So keep it going for sure.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. And you too, man. Like I said earlier, man, it's interesting what the last almost, I guess, 3 years has been since me being back, putting myself back out there and getting involved again with with entertainment for real. And now the next step is to start this stand-up stuff, man. I've been writing, I've been doing a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of places I can go to. So I'm about to do that, and this has all been a process of getting there. And so I can't write jokes on Facebook. It's like it's too long. I'm not that kind of guy. Like I can say some clever stuff because So funny. I remember I was doing an interview. When I did an interview last summer with a guest of mine, and I was telling her that. She said, "Well, tell me a joke." I said, "It don't work like that. I don't do like so a man walks into the bar jokes. It's like it's different. It's like yeah, it's so different." And she laughed. And so as we were going through, the podcast, I had to laugh. I said, "See, you've been laughing this whole time." I said, "Yeah, that's pretty much." And I don't even want to sound funny. It's just like I just like telling stories of myself. I just like talking about funny stuff.
Yeah.
You have encouraged that. You definitely been encouraging that. You definitely been encouraged that. You and a few people. They say, "All right, Steve, what's up?" Because they hear me talking so much now about this whole thing and how I want to proceed. Now I got people going to hold me accountable. So thank you.
Do it. Yeah.
Yo, man, I am so interested on the rest of the Bulls documentary. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see how people are going to respond. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, it's wild because people are snapping. First of all, watching people try to, even before the documentary,
Right.
watching people, it's this particular group. I don't know if I mentioned on Facebook before, it's a particular sports group.
Mm-hmm.
And every day it's the same argument. Literally every day, somebody posts something saying Jordan's better than LeBron. Somebody else posts something that says LeBron's better than Jordan. They find different reasons, different approaches. They just all day, every day. The only reason I stay a part of that group is because sometimes they put actual information out and it might be something that I haven't seen or don't know. And I'm like, oh, that's dope. Certain people like are into the sport. And I'm looking at it like, anyway, the whole Jordan, like just watching people try to re-criticize Jordan's approach to Pippen's money or Pippen being selfish or Rodman being Rodman, Steve Kerr's actual use on the team, and is Phil Jackson really watching people kind of litigate that type stuff is funny. And it's funny. It's funny. I like seeing it though. Some people are like,
It is. Right? I'm going to tell you the best analogy I got, and I ain't saying I agree with it, but it was so good, and I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to clean it up a little bit.
Why?
Because it's easy.
Okay.
So if you may have heard this, imagine going over to a girl's house 6 times and getting it 6 times. Now imagine going to a girl's house 9 times and only getting it 3. And on the last 2, you ain't getting no parts of it. I was like, you know what? People got too much time now for real.
Yeah, I saw a comeback to that joint though.
What was the comeback?
And this is not from me. So please send your letters to whom it may concern. What if that 6 for 6 was Lizzo and that 3 for 9 was Halle Berry?
Then that's a good one. But we all know Halle Berry crazy.
He said it.
Somebody go look. I think you have more of a chance. I know. I think you have more of a chance of getting your ties cut by Halle Berry.
I don't know.
No, you're right. Lizzo kind of, yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, you can't do that though. You can't do that to neither one of them. Both of them had Halle Berry's. It can't be Lizzo. Jordan did not have Lizzo's.
But I think it was more like
it was great. Oh, I like that.
Jordan had the team to do it, and he did it. Mm-hmm. LeBron didn't necessarily have a team to do it, and he still got there. So, is it a difference? And it's all how you look at it.
It is really how you look at it. And this is probably because I wanted to definitely end it on it because this is a great thing. We talked about this before too, I think. But anyway, this is my thing about the whole argument. You can accept the greatness however you want to. There wouldn't really literally be no LeBron without Mike. And That's the only way I can put it. It's like, and it's not dissing LeBron by saying that. It always accomplishments because the boy is great. If he's not in your top 5, I have a problem with you in your opinion on sports. Because if he's not in your top 5, period, and I can say top 3 even, but come on, man, you have to
personal.
Yeah, it's personal and it's so emotional and it's so crazy. It's like, do you like Hulk Hogan or Macho Man? It's crazy. It's like a whole bunch of that in it. It's so weird, but I get it. My brother has it, man. He's a Laker fan like myself, and he has a hard time accepting LeBron because of Kobe. And see, people don't even. I understand people don't want to recognize Kobe in the game, but there's a legion of Kobe guys that will go hard for Kobe, and they gonna tell you LeBron ain't past him yet. And a lot of people can argue them and have facts, but it ain't gonna change them either. So it's weird. It's weird. It's professional basketball players to give Kobe props. Now, whether it's that personal, it could be. It could be because they don't like LeBron personally. Who knows? But a lot of pro players don't. They say Kobe over LeBron. So to me, it's an opinion.
Somebody said, like, when Kobe passed, they were saying, you got to think of it this way. These guys didn't grow up on LeBron. They grew up on Kobe. They didn't grow up on Jordan like current players. They grew up on Kobe was their Jordan. So Jordan was whatever to our generation, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Kobe was that same thing to players now.
Right.
So a lot of times they're going to be Kobe over whoever because that was their dude growing up.
Right. I think LeBron represents the era so well because he is just this era. And I think LeBron represents more than the basketball aspect of it. And that's why if you just went pure basketball, then that'd be a whole different thing. But I feel like when people start bringing in the arguments of what you do in the community, Republicans buy shoes too. That's when you're reaching. That's when you're reaching. When y'all start throwing that in the argument, then I'm like, okay, it's a wrap.
Not the Republican buy shoes too. The Michael Jordan Jones.
Yo, that was the craziest thing I ever heard. But it just fit his narrative. Now seeing some of this stuff, you realize like, okay, well, I guess. I mean, I'm just starved for some entertainment, sports entertainment, and this is doing it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what to say, bro. We out of luck.
Out of luck. Because I don't know what's going to happen I don't know. You're right. I don't know what's going to happen next, man. I really don't know.
I play FanDuel and FanDuel Daily Fantasy Sports. Right. So without sports, they've resorted to simulation games. So they simulate games and people play those joints. And they've added, what's it called? Big Brother? Some food show? Call of Duty, like the pros that play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like you can bet on that type of stuff on FanDuel now. It's crazy. I don't do it because I don't watch it. But it's crazy. It's like desperation to get the eyes out there to keep those.
What a time to be a gamer, though. Yo, the gaming community is on top.
Man, about 7 years too late.
I know. I was saying, what you know about Tecmo Bowl? And you was like, I was like, damn it.
I was a Madden guy. And
were you a 2K football guy or a Madden guy?
Madden all day. Madden since it came out.
Okay.
Madden and NBA Live was my joint. NBA Live. Game ever. March Madness. Greatest game ever. Coach K. Coach K. My favorite game.
Thank you. What squad?
Arkansas was my squad anyway. So I ran with the 40 Minutes of Hell, Arkansas. I mean, all them joints. The O'Bannon brothers on
yes.
UCLA.
Yes.
The Magic Johnson and Greg Kelser joint from Michigan State, the throwback joints.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that game was great.
Good times.
Good times. Good times. Man, I appreciate you, man. I said,
All
man,
day.
let me get. Yeah, man. Look, you can use this, share this as yours too. Did you record it or
I actually didn't.
Oh, okay. I can send it to you. I can send it to you.
You know what? I was curious if I could. I see the record option there, so I guess I could have.
No, man. If you want it, I'll send it to you. If not, don't
Word. Appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. And it's good talking to you too. We hadn't talked really
All day. Next time, some drinks, man. I know it's afternoon, but we're gonna have some drinks next time. Well, I'm gonna have a drink. You ain't gotta have one. You might be doing sober April. I don't know. But I'll have one for me and one for you.
No, I can't do no sober now. Sober what? Heck no, man.
Yeah, understood.
I can only understand. Oh, now I understand how prohibition look a little bit. Just a little bit. Now I can see why people was murdering.
Yeah. You know it's bad if they kept out the ABC stores open. Everybody else shutting down. ABC store like, nope, we be here.
Don't you do it.
We're gonna be right here. Restaurants like, oh, you wanted to go? You can even get this liquor to go. You know it's bad. You know it's bad.
Sippy cups, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yo. Mike Sauce, man. Appreciate you, brother.
No doubt.
Everybody, stay safe and love y'all. We out here.